what is self-defense? Self-defense is when you are having to defend yourself against an attacker. Okay, so that means something's happened to you. Right? Someone's trying to attack you, trying to injure you, trying to pull you off, get you in a car, whatever it is. Okay, there's lots of reasons why you could have to defend yourself. Defending yourself can go from anything from getting someone off you with a grab or some kind of takedown or something like that, or striking somebody, hitting somebody. Okay, that's self-defense. So karate, just jab, reverse punch, that's self-defense. Okay, you're using your techniques to fight the person off. Okay, so you all know some kind of karate now. Even if you've only had 3 or 4 lessons, you should all know how to do a straight punch, not have a bend in your wrist, all that kind of stuff. Okay, but it's learning how to use your karate to its best effect, isn't it? Now, one of the biggest problems that you have when you're being attacked, let's use, Daz, you're used to getting hit. So, and one of the biggest problems is, guys, is dealing with fear. Okay, when you're in a self-defense situation, your adrenaline rushes up. Okay, we get 2 types of thing happen to us when that happens: fight or flight. Okay, so if you are frightened, you're going to do one of 2 things. You're going to be there and fight back, or you're going to try and run. Okay, and we've got to stay in control of that. Now, the second one, try and run, that is the best self-defense you will ever learn. And if you're a fast runner, you should run. If you've got an escape route, and I don't have to stand here and deal with this person because there's a door there and there's a door there and I can just belt straight out of it and go, that's what I need to do. First rule ever in self-defense, take yourself out of the situation if you can. Okay, so that's the first rule. Second one takes us into fight. We don't have an exit. The person's being aggressive. I can't get away from them. And that's how then we have to use real self-defense. Now, we're going to work on a couple of different self-defense situations. We're going to work on one from the front and then more from the back. Now, I'm going to show you each one, and then you're going to go and practice them 2 or 3 times with each other, find a bit of space, and then just practice the scenario. All right? So, one of the worst ones, and this is really for the ladies, more than anything, can be for the guys as well. You know, and you can be attacked by anybody. You can be attacked by a partner, by a sibling, anybody. They don't have to be strangers. Okay, you can be attacked at school, anything. And this is probably one of the worst ones that can happen to you. Okay, so Daz, just come in. Just put this down here somewhere, else the mic's going to go flying. So, grab me around the neck. Worst case scenario, someone's trying to strangle you. Okay, and straight away you can hear my voice going, it's on my windpipe. I've got to do something quickly. Okay, now, I'm bigger than Daz, and I've purposely chosen Daz for that reason. Because I could manhandle Daz if I want to, because I'm bigger than him. So there's a very, very high likelihood I'd be able to kind of win the battle if it was. So I could wrestle and do all kinds of stuff, because I could use my strength. Okay, now, all I did there, yeah, take your watch off, or it's your mind with it broken. All I did there was I came under here and here at the same time. Okay, so I applied pressure up and pressure down to there. Okay, and that worked to a degree. Now again, that's working for me because I'm bigger than him. Okay, I'm quite a strong person. I'm 6'1". I work out a lot. I lift weights. I do karate. Yeah, so I'm going to be pretty in a good situation there. Now, if this was a man against a woman, do you think you'd have had the strength to do that? It would not happen. Because I'll tell you for why, guys, and this is really, really important to understand. When someone's attacking you, their adrenaline is up here. We're talking through the roof. They've got into a super aggressive state. But when you're in a super aggressive state, your adrenaline is really high. Probably higher than someone who's scared, or just as high. So they're going to feel strong, they're going to feel powerful, They want to dominate you. So they're not just going to let go and just go along with everything, okay? So this is why we don't practice that kind of thing, for strength. So what we're going to do is, so it's going to grab here. So what I'm going to do is, from here, I'm going to use something called a Nukete strike. So I'm just going to roll my hand like this. I'll show you closer in the camera in a moment, but from there, you pull, it's like having a fist. Stick one finger up, roll it halfway down, and reinforce it with the thumb. See that? Okay, now, this is ideal for hitting into small areas. Okay, so what I can do from here, I can come through and hit into the ribs, up into this area. Okay, as soon as I can feel that connecting, yeah? And it doesn't matter how big, I'm not hitting. You see? There is no power. There is no power in that, guys. Each and every one of you would be able to deliver the power that I was just delivering there. But because it's in this position, look at it sticking forward. That's going straight into the small, and if they've got less flesh they've got, the more painful it is. Okay? So that's the first thing we can do. We use the Nukete strike into there. Okay? Now, another thing. This isn't going to work as well for a smaller person for me to demonstrate. So I'm going to swap the person for Phil. Just so you can see what I'm doing, basically. I'll show you a different version with Daz that you can use this for. So Phil's going to grab me around the neck from there. Okay, now I can go into here, into those ribs straight away. You can feel that? Right. Yeah? But let's say they're really strong. They're in the heightened mood now, yeah? Their aggression's up here. They're not feeling that. They're not reacting to it. There's two other ways I can do it. Bang, straight there. Into the middle of the neck. Okay. I'm not hitting the windpipe. I'm hitting the slide muscle between the muscle. There's a muscle down the neck here. The windpipe's there, right into the middle of it. You can feel that. Okay. Yeah? Trust me, guys. Just do this to yourself. In that little fleshy part there. Use the Nukete. You feel it? Okay. I don't care how big you are. You can be a 6'8" bodybuilder with a muscly neck. You do not have muscles there. Okay. So it's important that you know where that is on you. So feel it. Can you feel that? Okay. Both sides. Okay. So again. So from here, bang, straight up, uppercut strike, bang, straight into there. Into the fleshy part. If I hit him in the windpipe, it's going to do massive damage and it's going to probably break his windpipe. Okay, so you've got to be careful with this stuff. So going into here or up into the chin, into anywhere around this area is going to do the job. Okay, so that's, I'd go one arm down, bang, one arm up. The pain of that hitting him in the neck, it's going to register. It doesn't matter where he's at on his aggression level. He's going to feel it. Okay, really going to feel it. And then from there, it's push away. Yeah? Right. But the key to that, guys, is just delivering a good strike. Right? So it's using the Nukete, hitting into the fleshy part of the neck, around this area with this. We can go for the ribs first, then underneath, depending on how big the person is, depending on how dangerous the situation is. If it's a friend at school messing around, you don't do this to them. Okay, because you'll be in big trouble. This is only if you're being attacked and someone's trying to hurt you. Does that make sense to everybody? Very, very easy to do, guys. Very simple. I'm not going to teach you a hand grab or all this kind of crazy stuff that you see on YouTube, because none of it works. When you are absolutely bricking yourself, you are not going to remember any complex kind of move to grab and pull somebody. You will not be able to do it, guys. Your brain will just go, bang. Everyone can remember to do that. Okay. It doesn't matter how strong you are, they're going to feel it. All right? Okay. So all I want you to do, go with your partners. Just do it slowly. Don't connect. What I want you to do is, let's try this, okay? So what I'm going to do, Phil's going to keep pushing onto my neck, and then he's going to let go when he's had enough. You see that? No power at all. I'm just pushing into his neck. You don't even have to strike. Just push. Right. Push it in like you're pushing in. You couldn't bear that, could you? It gets too intense, guys. It's too painful. There's another version to this. So grab again. This time, we come in there. So we're using the thumb, Kar-Kyoukei grab. Yeah? So we're going to do the Kar-Kyoukei grab, bang, straight in there. So it's the thumb into there again. Right. He doesn't like it. It's horrible, guys. It's painful. So what you're going to do, if you've got long nails, you can't use your thumb. So we're going to keep with the Nukete strike. You're going to practice this with your friend. Gently push into their neck. You let go when you've had enough. And if they don't let go, you keep pushing until they do let go. We've got to make this realistic, guys, because if we don't, you're not going to have confidence in it. For you guys training at home, if you're doing this with a family member, be careful. Okay? Because you can hurt them. So just be careful. You're in control, you're holding on. As soon as they let go, you stop. Does that make sense? Let's do it. Okay, guys, so Nukete strike. It's this. Thumb this way, thumb up. Close the fist. Roll the finger in, thumb over. So it should be in this position. It's used this way as well, it's the Tetsui. Okay, but it's this position. So thumb's there. We're using that point into this area. So down there. Feel for it on yourself. Just dig it in there. You'll feel it. Uncomfortable. Okay, everyone done that? Good. Did everybody feel that sensation in the neck? Yeah? Now, there is a situation, just been marking for a second. And I'm trying to give you different scenarios and different situations, guys. If you look at Mark, he's thick set. He's got a short neck. Okay, so the area to hit there. But if you look at the difference, let's just put them side to side. Phil, look at the difference between the two. Look at the length of Phil's neck compared to Mark's. Yeah? So this technique, the Nukete strike, is going to work really easy on Phil. I can really see where I'm going to hit with it, or I can at least push in and really get to him. Right? Move on. With Mark, that's a lot harder to do. So you would convert to the second one, the thumb, because then I can feel that straight away. Straight away, can't you? Yeah. So all I'm doing is putting my hand there, and if you could, and you could be in the dark, guys. You could be in a dark place, and you can't see where you're striking. So you're going to have to feel for this stuff. Okay, so Mark's got me around the neck. He's going in like this. I'll just find that, and I will let him have it into his neck as well until he's going to let go. Obviously, we're not using full strength. We can't. We'll hurt each other. But trust me, it works. If you can feel it on yourself and it hurts, it'll hurt on somebody else. Okay? All right, so that's what. So let's move on to second scenario now. We've only got about 10 minutes left, so we need to get on with this one. That's being attacked from behind. Okay, very bad situation. So I'll borrow Daz again. Okay, so let's be honest, guys. It's very rare that someone's going to attack you from behind if they don't know you. Okay, yeah, fair enough. You might get someone jump on you from behind if you're being mugged in the street or something. You're going to be pretty unlucky for that to happen. Okay, so usually when you're being attacked from behind, there's been some kind of altercation face to face. Yeah, so let's say scenario, we're in our cars, we cut each other up, he's jumped out, give it the verbal, I give it the verbal. We're now in a situation which we didn't need to be in anyway, so don't get out your car and be you know what, drive off, okay? Don't do it, it's not worth it. So, first of all, let's say we're getting a bit aggressive and Daz is getting a bit kind of like, yeah, I've had enough of you and all this kind of stuff. Something's going to happen in this position. First thing I need to do is step back, take my strong leg back and put my hands up. No, I don't want any trouble. Okay, so what have I done by doing this? I've got myself into a powerful position. If I stand like this and he pushes me, I'm going right back and I'm on my backside. Right? And then he's coming in doing all kinds of damage. Just so as soon as he starts getting aggressive, look, hey, I don't want any trouble, buddy. Calm down. Try and calm the situation down. My hands are open. Okay, so I don't want any trouble. but I'm in a fighting position. It's a shallow stance. I've not gone into a full karate, I do karate stance. I've just gone into a nice relaxed, well, I don't want trouble, buddy. Just calm down. Bring your level down. Try and calm them down. Okay? Now here's where we get into what we're going to do. Now we can do all kinds of stuff and all kinds of self-defense moving forward. We're trying to walk away from the situation. Look, buddy, I don't want trouble. Just calm down, okay? So then you start to walk away. Biggest mistake you can do is this. What have I done? I've turned my back to him fully. So what I've got to do from there, look, mate, I don't want any trouble, all right? So let's just leave it and just, take it from there, all right? Just leave it. So I've walked away, holding my hand out. Let's just leave it, mate. Just leave it, yeah? Now, once I've got to here, I will still walk off. I'll keep my head turned, and I'll still watch what he's doing. You never, ever walk away from somebody and turn your back on them. So I'll guarantee if you do, you're going to get a battering. Because they've seen if you've walked away, oh, you're scared of me. So they're then going to want to come and attack you even more. Okay, so that's the other thing you've got to consider. It's a tipping scale. Self-defense and being attacked is a tipping scale. Once it goes their way, they're going to feel more confident. So you've got to walk away with confidence. Look, buddy, I don't want any trouble. Okay, so just keep walking forward. Look, I don't want any trouble. Okay, let's just leave it. Just leave it. Okay, so I'm walking away, still confident of what I'm going to try and achieve. So that's a big thing, being confident when you're telling the person what you need them to do, i.e. leave you alone. Right? But let's say the situation's gone to that. I don't want trouble, so I'm turning away. So from there, just grab whichever shoulder you want to grab. I'm not going to look. So he's grabbed over my shoulder. He's going to want to pull me round and do something to me. Okay, that's what he's going to want to do. So he's grabbed into there. So there's a few things I can do from here. I don't know. I know which arm he's using now because I've looked. But let's say I don't know which arm he's going to do. Okay, this will work regardless. So I feel the hand on this shoulder. 90% chance he's going to use his right hand, the mirror image, or his strongest arm. So all I do is backstroke over to there. Okay, so that's all I've done. So again, you come up, swimming. Who does swimming? Who goes swimming? Backstroke to there. He doesn't let go. He's in a bad position. Yeah. So it's one of two things will happen. One, he will let go, or two, you will have him in a lock position. Okay? Again, this is a strength thing. I'm bigger than Daz, so I'm probably going to have that advantage. So let's say I come over and I can't get him off to there.
Even that.
Nukate strike. Yeah? It's wide open. Nukate strike, straight into that. But you felt that, didn't you? Yeah. Straight away. I'm not using any power. Okay, you keep it simple, guys. That's the key to good self-defense. But the key to all of this is not letting him out of my eye line. I'm walking off with my shoulder back. I'm never doing this. Okay, so I'll keep this shoulder back. So as I walk away from him, I'll walk with the shoulder back, my head turned. So, back kick. Yeah? We use our back kicks. We look over our shoulders. Yeah? I wasn't using this leg. I'd have got this leg forward, but I still know where Daz is because I'm using my peripheral vision. So there's a straightaway. So as he's coming in, because I'm watching, so as he's coming in, bang, back kick. Or if he's coming in, he's a bit closer, groin, be careful. So let's say he's coming a bit closer. If I want to use a kick, so grab into there, yeah. So anywhere into there. So we come up with that back kick into the groin. That one's harder to hit, believe it or not, because you can go either side. So a back kick's better to do, okay, if you see them coming in. Once they've grabbed you, so once you're in this position, you've got to do something, okay? Now there's another thing you can do as well. So let's say from here, we can come through, spinning back fist. Doesn't matter what I use, I can hit him with my elbow. If it's further away, hit it with my fist, but you just rotate. Okay, so as he's grabbed there, bang, into here. He's copying something into the ear, into the neck, something like that. Okay, so we're nearly out of time. So I want you guys to practice that. Walking away, maybe doing a back kick, do the overarm Nukete strike or something, and then try the last one, which was the spinning that fist the opposite way. Okay, let's try it. Okay, just before we run out of time, very, very important you keep it simple. Okay, so the overarm one works the best on the back, but you must follow it through. So, Daz again quickly. So use the opposite arm this time, Daz. Yeah, so if you do the same arm every time, and this is why I'm tending to use the overarm swimming technique, but you're going to have to adapt it slightly. So reverse back to the other one. So this one is nice because it just gets me in a nice position to take him down. That's the perfect scenario. But if he uses the other one, I've got to come through and hit him. Okay, as soon as I see I've turned and I see he's on that arm, bang, I'm hitting him square in the mouth. Honestly, ladies, you punch me in the mouth, no thank you. You're losing teeth. Okay, so don't think you guys, because you're smaller than somebody, you can't hurt somebody. You can, massively. You get smacked square in the teeth and the nose, you are letting go. And then once I've done that, so once he's gone from there, bang, hit him once, he's going to go like this, I'm gone. I'm not standing there being Bruce Lee taking him on, because next time I might not be so lucky. Make sense? You go. You've got him off you. He's now in a position where he's vulnerable. For starters, if I then carried on hitting Daz afterwards, I could be prosecuted for it, because I've carried on the attack after the attack finished. So as soon as I've released him off and hit him once, maybe once more, that is it. You start pounding in on somebody over and over, you're going to prison. Okay, so it's get them off you, go. Does that make sense? Good stuff. Let's line up. Well done.